Welcome to Queensland Enterprises. I'm Dr. Rom. I want to show you the progress of my regeneration using Cosmopolitan Green Ecology and Cosmopolitan Green Agriculture. You notice that I can't talk properly. That's because they poisoned me. But I'm a lot better, and this is one of the reasons. As you can see from the previous clips, they destroyed my garden completely, sealed off my taps, and bulldozed all the work that I've done. Hacked off my trees and killed them, stole them. And this is what I've achieved in just 6 weeks. I'll show you. This has all been watered by hand, but I'm letting the plants grow. They started off with seedlings of Royal Poinciana. I counted over 200 a couple of weeks ago. Now there are even more. And I'm going to show you some of the plants, some of which I don't know the names of. These are absolutely beautiful ornamental plants with pink and green leaves. I had lots of them. They have purple flowers, as you can see. This is the Royal Poinciana that attracted me to this house in the first place. That was 15 years ago. I haven't used poisons, and I've been irrigating with great difficulty because they keep turning my taps off and locking me up. But the logic behind what I'm doing is that if you water the garden, the water evaporates, and it also flows into aquifers underneath. The aquifers run along into caves from the roots of these trees. There are lots of caves, but they never tell you about them in Australia because it's where the treasure is. So Ngia Tran, the woman from the council, supposedly a health officer, who had initially responded to a false claim that I was harboring rats and snakes, she described everything as harboring rodent. We can't even write rodents. What has actually happened is that since the rodents are native rodents, they're diurnal, and they live in the roots of trees. There are tunnels. She said they provide an ideal or perfect route, my branches going onto my roof, and plants growing on the wall, which keeps my house cool so that I don't need air conditioning. It was all hacked away and removed. I had beautiful monstera plants here. There was a beautiful pine tree that I'd been growing for more than 10 years. There was a beautiful grevillea there, another grevillea there, and this is one of the guys. This is Jeff Miller. He's the guy who made the false reports in cahoots with the council and my family. So I've been letting the plants grow and seeing what comes up. And I'm getting a few surprises. I'll show you one of the surprises is this very healthy tomato. I've got one here and one there. So this is mixed agriculture. I'm allowing the plants to find their own companions and grow. These are what in India Fran called creeping vines. She didn't know the name of them. They're actually very tasty leaves with strong stems, and they're very nice, very aesthetic. You can see that these poincianas are doing better. That's because they're in the shade and they're growing amongst a whole lot of different plants. Now this looks like a pawpaw tree, or pawpaw as they call it. I'm not sure if it is one. This is one of my favorites. I didn't have any nidicumba, it's nidicumba. Nidicumba is the singular name. They call it shyweed because the leaves close when you touch them. You get them in Sri Lanka. I used to love them when I was a child. Right. Then just another tomato. That's a tomato. It's a very healthy tomato. You can tell that it's tomato because of the flowers. That's the tomato flowers. What's more, the miraculous thing, well, the whole thing's miraculous, but I found that this Royal Poinciana tree is getting flowers again. Out of season. This is supposed to be the beginning of autumn. And it's getting flowers. This is where I had 15 or so saplings all along here. They cut them all down, but as you can see, it's growing back. There. This is a Chinese elm tree. They poisoned some of them and chopped the others down. This is where I had my frog breathing pond and Buddha statue. A series of frog breathing ponds. I ran a hole more than 10 years ago. Underneath the house to this point here. They destroyed it, but they cut the holes and then they bulldozed and installed the Buddha statue, and they sealed off my tap so that my garden would die. And they had the temerity to say that they are clean, green and sustainable. That's the motto of the Brisbane City Council. They're anything but. Anything but. These plants are very hardy. I'm not fond of them, but I'll wait till they grow a bit because they help keep the moisture in the ground. The ecology changes. What I'm working on is the ecological subsystems. More Royal Poinciana. This is Singapore daisy. This place is overrun with Singapore daisies before. but I've been putting a few out. This is more of the Sri Lankan spinach. That is the bee on it. The Singapore daisy. So there's a bee extinction crisis, and I'm doing something about it. They cut down every last bamboo, and they poisoned it as well. But the bamboo is growing back where the water is. This is Australian native plant called callistemon. It's not as healthy as it was because it's not getting as much water. And it also damaged its roots. And there was a beautiful broadleaf wattle seated here. That was destroyed. So I moved my main feeding area to the back of the house. As you can see, it attracts water-loving birds. This is a peewee. Called a peewee because it's cool. These are mandarinas, species of social honey eater. Mandarina melanocephala, they call them noisy miners. You can see how quiet they are. The music in the background is one of my lunar grooves. But it's Group for United Korea. It's also called Group for a Synthetic River and Group of Venezuela. Our name keep changing the name. That was an alarm whistle. The parrots, all the birds respond to it. They're the sentinels. Saying, yeah, trying to say I had stagnant water. I don't. I have running water. So you breed mosquitoes, the potential for breeding mosquitoes starting at 2005 Brisbane City Council Act. Brisbane City Council don't know anything about ecology. Neither do Australians. There's a few exceptions. But if you don't water on the coast and the Great Dividing Range, it doesn't rain inland. It's obvious. Leaves also shed cells like our skin. And these act as nuclei, condensation points for the rain. So it rains more if you plant more trees. Global warming is also called the greenhouse effect. That means the plants grow better. But it's not good for monocrop agriculture, and monocrop agriculture is not good for the planet. I'll show you a few more plants. This is a monstera, an ornamental plant from South America. I had, as you can see from my photos, heaps of them. 5 different species. Birds a heap, and they were all stolen except for 1 or 2. They are trying to keep the photographs of them and said that they'd be breeding rats and rodents, and designated pests, which is absolute crap. Absolute crap. This is all the bamboo that they chopped down, which is coming back. And bamboo is very valuable as well. It has been growing for 12 years, with the exception of the fact that they cut it all down in 2015, my sister and father, them all. They also poisoned the land. They poisoned all my native rodents and killed them, including a dunner and 3 possums that I found here. Beautiful brush-tail possum, dead. I was so badly affected by the poison that I had to be admitted to PA hospital for a week, more than a week. I was paralyzed, I almost died. For which they must pay me compensation and be punished according to the law. The people who poisoned my land, poisoned me, and poisoned my wildlife. This is a solar group. This is group for the sun. I've also got dragonflies because I'm irrigating. Shortly before they did this, I noticed 5 new species of butterfly that I had never seen in the garden before, in one day. These people are the enemies of nature. And we are trying as a willing accomplice. GT's contact, SDLT, solar direct light technology that I've been working on for more than 20 years. It's backed in Dolphin Technologies. GBC. My meme is GBC is better than BBC. Yeah. It is a lot better. GAE is Queensland Enterprises. The G is in Tamil, the A is Latin, and the E is Sinhala. I've also got quite a bit of clover coming up. Clover is really good for the garden. There are quite a few species. And there are native grasses. There are these clumps. They call them weeds, but they all have uses, lots of medicinal uses. These are curry leaves. I've got a absolute heap of them coming up since they leveled my garden. There. These have escaped from my neighbor, one named Morel. You can see them. They're his. And this is what I've got coming up. Karapincha we call them in Sri Lanka. I've got heaps of it. This is my organic farm. To motivate, I thought this tree was going to die, but I think I've saved it. This one is one of the poison elm trees. This is my neighbor Miller's spy operation, spy devices. That's what it's all about. Good visibility. Submarines to spy. As I've said, submarines are redundant technology. Redundant. Especially American and British nuclear submarines. I know more about nuclear science than the people who build the submarines. And so do lots of people. But that doesn't include Scott Morrison, Tony Albanese, Penny Wong, or Richard Marles. Scott Morrison didn't confer with his colleagues about creating AUKUS in cahoots with Boris Johnson and the doddering old Biden, Joe Biden. Scott Morrison, who calls himself a Christian, described nuclear submarine technology as the holiest of holies. So to show what he thinks is religion and Christianity is about. The holiest of holies is nuclear submarine technology. These beautiful dragonflies, India Tran call them fly dragons. They only come here when I irrigate. And they're beautiful. I've taken some photos of them. Such a beautiful practical song. Yeah, these red dragonflies. Male and female are gold. One is gold and one is red. Gold and one is red. I don't know which one is male or female. This is a big branch of parrot nesting tree up the hill. I brought it myself. It has been cut off and left on the road. I have lots of branches, very valuable wood. They store it all, as well as my Buddhist statues, as well as my mirrors, my Legend drum kit bass drum, electron